Hey there, and welcome back to The Explainer. Today we are diving right into part 9 of our 10-part tutorial, Artificial Intelligence for Everyday Life, a friendly guide for older adults. This fantastic material comes directly to us from Virtualization Options, LLC, which is a research, education, and advisory organization based out in Colorado. Now, before we get into the weeds, I want to make you a promise. You need absolutely zero technical background for this. None. We're keeping things clear, we've got the font sizes nice and large for ADA compliance and easy reading, and we're going to explore this technology in the most friendly, approachable way possible.
Okay, let's take a quick look at our roadmap for today. We've got 1. What is AI really? 2. You are already using AI. 3. How AI learns and creates. And 4. Your next simple steps. Let's just jump right in.
So, tell me, have you used Google Maps to get somewhere recently? Or maybe you sat down and watched a show that Netflix recommended to you? Well, if you answered yes to either of those, I have some pretty great news for you. You are already successfully using artificial intelligence. You're a natural, and you probably didn't even know it.
Section 1. What is AI really?
Look, we are going to gently demystify what AI actually is, and I promise you we are leaving all that confusing, heavy computer jargon right at the door. I absolutely love how the guide explains this. Simply put, AI is just a computer program that learns from experience and helps you do things. Think of it as a very helpful assistant that never gets tired and is always ready to help, day or night. Whether it's 2 in the afternoon or 2 in the morning, this assistant is there. It brings the whole concept completely down to earth, doesn't it?
And by the way, this incredibly accessible approach comes directly from our source, Virtualization Options, LLC. They put this material together specifically to make sure technology feels helpful and completely accessible for older adults, rather than intimidating.
Moving right along to Section 2. You are already using AI.
I really want to reassure you about something here. AI is not some crazy sci-fi concept waiting for us in the year 2050. It is already a seamless, genuinely helpful part of your daily routine. Let's look at 3 familiar everyday examples from the source material: Netflix show suggestions, phone autocorrect, and Google Maps rerouting traffic. When you're texting the grandkids and your phone magically fixes a misspelled word, yep, that's autocorrect, and that is AI. When you're driving and Google Maps suddenly reroutes you to save 5 minutes because of traffic, that's AI at work. You are literally already interacting with it effortlessly.
Which brings us to Section 3, how AI learns and creates.
So now that we know you're already an AI user, let's cross a relatable bridge to see how this technology actually works behind the scenes. How does a computer program learn? Well, the source gives us this brilliant analogy. AI learns by studying millions of examples, just like learning to cook by watching and practicing. It looks at countless examples of traffic patterns or spelling mistakes, and through all that watching, it figures out how to make good decisions.
Now, there is a quick distinction we should make between basic AI and what we call generative AI. Basic AI studies examples to do a specific thing, like rerouting that traffic we talked about. But generative AI, that goes a step further. It acts as a creative partner. It actually creates new things. It can help you write a letter to a friend, or answer a really complex question, or even describe exactly what's happening in a photograph.
I know when folks first hear about generative AI, they sometimes worry they might press the wrong button and break the computer. But I really want to emphasize this empowering quote from the guide. You can always start over, rephrase your question, or simply close the window. Nothing is permanent. You literally cannot break it. If it doesn't give you the answer you want, just try asking in a different way, or simply click the little X and close the screen. It is completely risk-free.
All right, Section 4, your next simple steps. To safely build your confidence with the concepts we're exploring here in Chapter 9, the crucial point is starting small and growing at your own pace. So here are 3 simple steps. Step 1, ask a voice assistant a daily question. Just ask Siri or Alexa for a recipe or the weather. Step 2, search YouTube for beginner AI videos. There are so many patient teachers on there with step-by-step videos. And Step 3, visit your local library for free tech help.
I want to emphasize that last point, for sure. Going to the library means real human help, and no appointment is needed. You just ask at the reference desk. It's such a comforting safety net where you can have a real person walk you through these digital tools face to face.
You know, if you take away just one single thing from our explainer today, let it be this. AI is a tool, like a telephone or a microwave, that makes everyday life a little easier. It is not about replacing human connection. Remember when microwaves first came out? They were new, kind of different, but once you got used to them, they just quietly made life easier. That is exactly what AI is here to do.
To really thrive with all this, the guide leaves us with 3 beautiful pieces of advice. Be curious. Every question is a great question, so just start asking. Be patient. Learning absolutely anything new takes a minute, but you've got this. And finally, enjoy the journey. The best is absolutely yet to come, and this technology is just here to help you enjoy it a bit more.
I want to wrap up with this incredibly warm, encouraging quote straight from the text. Every expert was once a beginner. I mean, nobody was born knowing how to use the internet or smartphones or artificial intelligence. We all learn step by step. You've mastered so many changes throughout your life, and you are completely capable of mastering this one too.
Which leaves us with this final thought for you to ponder. Thinking back to our low-stakes steps from earlier, what is the very first question you will ask your voice assistant today? Will you ask for the weather, a joke, a recipe for dinner? Pick something fun, give it a try, and step confidently into your AI journey. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for part 9 of this explainer, and happy exploring.